May profits be upon you. Let's take a look at Euro Aussie for the week that is ahead of us. All right. The deal with the reason why I'm starting off this way because it's kind of tricky. Aussie is a commodity-based pair, and it is strong right now because the commodity is strong. Why are the commodities prices skyrocketing? Because of the war, right? And when it's paired against a risk asset like euro, a risk currency like the euro, and you're going to see it, which is very weak right now. You're going to see the Aussie dragging price down, as you can see here, right? But it's not that simple. Look, what I want you to pay attention to is the POIs. Okay, the places where price has the potential to reverse. This is the weekly chart, and you see this demand I have highlighted here. All right, price came into this and took off. Right now, if we go all the way over to the left, we can see the reaction to it once price reached this POI. It was very aggressive. All right, if you would have took a long from here, you were good to go. Look how it went. However, you see the break of structure here, right? On the weekly time frame, price came down, did not break this low. All right, came back up. We're still within this trading range. I can stop pointing. I can start doing this. All right, this is the trading range, right? All right, as price is making this way down there with lower lows and everything, it makes this swing point, and then we make a lower high. Great. So we have a lower high here, but is it a lower high yet? No, it's a lower high when it breaks this low. Right now, it's a swing. It's just a swing point, all right? But it's not a lower high until it breaks this low. Well, it finally broke this low, all right? So this is a higher time frame, macro level break of structure. And what do we expect after a break of structure? A pullback, right? A return to origin. Well, that hasn't happened. We had an attempt to take that pullback, but what am I looking for? I'm looking for price to come up into past the 50 percentile. You know, I need a pullback from this swing high to this swing low. I need price to pull back. I would like to see price to pull back to 50 before I consider taking a short. All right, I need it to be in the premium prices as opposed to the discount prices. I want to see price come up here and then down, but that hasn't happened. So my antenna is up for such things. All right, now let's go to the daily. We see the reaction. Very nice. It pulls up and we come down. Now, again, I'm pointing out this higher time frame break point. We came back above it, which is part of what I look for. But I was looking for, you know, again, right around the 50% area, somewhere up here. You know what I mean? But that's not what happened. So I'm always thinking that maybe this high might be weak. Maybe that high might be weak, and that it'll be a target for liquidity, right? Let's take an even closer look on the 4-hour. This is where I live, like I always say. I live on the 4-hour. And why is that happening? All right. So I want to look at this price action very closely. Price comes into the higher time frame demand zone, reacts. We got a little pullback, another little corny pullback, and we come up here, right? What happens here? Well, what happens is price makes this high and then breaks this low. Once we break that low, we come back and break this high. And we make this higher point. And then we come back and break that low point, that swing low. And now this is now the lower low. This becomes our trading range. And it's still working out, but we've already made the lower low. We already broke that low here. We didn't make a lower low in structure wise. This is substructure up here, all right? When we break this, then we know we're continuing bearish momentum, all right? But right now, we're still within the larger trading range, and what the price is still, the market is still technically bearish. You understand? On the higher time frame. On this time frame, it looks bullish, right? It looks bullish, but we just had a break of these lows. Sorry, we had a break of these lows here. All right. What is how important is that? The thing is that what you have to see is that we broke a demand zone in here. That is the point. We broke a demand zone. All right. When price breaks a demand zone, then you know who's in control. It's supply. All right. I have the reaction, the most recent extreme of the reaction to this demand zone here. All right. And if we go down to a lower time frame, let's go to the 1 hour, we can see price came down into this demand zone, came up, came back up, and then we plowed through it. All right. If price decides to come back up here, I'm going to be looking for a setup. Why is it coming in so big? I'm going to be looking for a setup for a short. And I'm going to put a little arrow on it to remind me. All right. Now, that's one scenario. All right. Because we can't look for shorts now because we'll be catching a falling knife. All right. But what makes me think price will go lower? Well, we have on the 1 hour anyway, we can see a imbalance. Come on, man. We can see an imbalance here on the way to a demand zone. All right, now we can refine this demand zone. Do something like this here, right? Because from here is where price displaces. We see the impulse going up, and away. All right, breaking out of this consolidation. All right, so if price comes below that, I would be looking at this area right here next. The extreme of the 1 hour order block, and that would be here, and I would be looking here, but that's not here yet. So I would be looking at that. If you wanted to, what do you call refine it. All right, so look at this. You see this dotted line? This is the imbalance I was pointing at before. Price could come down, fill that imbalance into this demand zone after taking out this low and taking out this low, by the way. All right, I didn't mark it, but this is also a liquidity point that was rated. All right, so not only this little swing structure here, but we also took this low out on the way to an unmitigated demand zone. So that is in itself gives this potential demand zone here, a potential entry point, excuse me, some validity. All right. Why would I think price would bounce from here is the question. Well, again, this is the other scenario. If it comes back up and comes up and hits that entry, then we can take a buy to the sell. You understand? Buy to sell. And I'm thinking that price is going to continue to be heavy because the Aussie is at the top, one of the strongest currency right now. All right. And the euro is one of the weakest ones. It's a little better than it was last week, but it was beat out by a very weak yen and an even more weaker yen this week. All right, so up until today, up till yesterday, it was the weakest. But it was the same. These two were the laggers last week anyway. Yeah, euro is a little bit stronger, but it's still -2 and better. That's pretty weak against the one that is actually getting stronger. And you understand that the Chinese have not dedicated themselves. What do you call it? They're looking to confirm that they will support the Aussie economy. They will support it. They will support it, and the two economies are connected in a very intricate way. So that if you see the Chinese economy lifting, and they're a much bigger economy, and they're pledging support, that the Aussie took it as a great sign, and you saw the currency gain strength, dragging this euro down to the ground. So we're going to see. What we're going to watch are these two areas. What I'm going to watch anyway. You can watch it if you'd like. I'm letting you know I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch to see what price does when it reaches here. All right. And fills this fair value gap. And we'll see if it gives the signs that indicate that there's a shift from bearish to bullish momentum in this market. And we can take it up to the extreme of the reaction to this broken demand zone here, which is a high probability trade that I will happily take. All right. Now, could it go past this? Could it go past this and maybe up to this area? Yes, it could. I have my eye on it, but I'm not going to run scared. I'm going to look and see what the market gives me. I'm not going to just take a short on a tap and go. I'm going to see if price rounds off. You know what I look for? A high, a higher high, a breaking of that low there, and somewhere in this leg of structure, a place where price will reverse. Like a bearish order block, or just supply. And I could take that high probability short there. I look for that setup everywhere, every time zone, everywhere. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. I hope this helps. Make sure you look at check out the two videos. One of the two videos that I have on the screen right now. One of them is going to be Euro USD, and you definitely want to check that forecast out. I will see you in the next video. Trade safely.